We turn now to our Ryan Dye. Ryan, you were our boots on the ground in Mercer County. What were you seeing today?
Thanks, Josh. Teachers and state employees took to the streets on Thursday to rally during the statewide planned walkout. A group of over 200 gathered along Mercer Street in Princeton to help gather community support, while a smaller group protested in downtown Bluefield. Many teachers were hoping for a 5% raise along with a fix to PEIA insurance freeze. Educators remain optimistic that their voices will be heard, urging legislators to consider students around the state and the consequences of missed class time.
It's an awesome turnout, and because it just demonstrates that we're not just in it for a day out of school. We are in this because there are so many educational issues that need to be addressed by our legislators, and they're just simply not listening to us.
Cade says the teachers plan to continue their protest tomorrow on Stafford Drive in Princeton to continue raising awareness in the community. Back to you, Joshua.
Thank you, Ryan.
On Saturday, Washington County Board of Supervisors nominee Dr. Mike Rush held a community event in Damascus, Virginia to meet with voters and answer questions. Rush, who is running as an independent in the E11 Taylor District, performed with his band The Phantoms and answered questions from the stage. The event was held free of charge and featured plenty of activities for the entire family, including several bouncy houses for kids and free food and drinks. The event drew around 300 potential voters to Damascus Town Park. Rush is running against the incumbent Republican Dr. James Baker. From Damascus, Virginia, I'm Ryan Dye.
Around Mercer County today, or rather on Thursday, it wasn't hard to find a picket or a rally. Passing cars showed their support for teachers and state employees on the first day of their statewide walkout. But for local teachers, getting back into the classroom with their students is obviously a major concern. Our Ryan Dye reports on the mood from Mercer County.
While plenty of teachers and state employees made their voices heard in Charleston on Thursday during a statewide walkout, a group of Mercer County employees stayed home to rally support in their communities as part of what Alan Cade called a two-pronged approach.
We had membership in Charleston today, too, because it was a two-pronged approach, an in-county visibility and Charleston visibility.
The walkout, which has been building steam for over a month, is centered around health benefits and employee salaries. The West Virginia House of Delegates voted to freeze insurance rates and raise salaries 2%, but teachers and state employees say they want a 5% raise.
You know, it started at a 1% raise. Well, but they found the money then for 2, and now, now a 2-1-1. And if you can constantly keep finding money, then find it.
For teachers like Rick Bay of the Mercer County Career and Technical Center, being back in the classroom teaching their students is a primary goal for the rally.
Yeah, I want to be in the classroom. I want to be teaching. That's what I do, and that's what I would rather be doing. I would rather be spending time with my students, teaching them.
And here in downtown Bluefield, it's the same message as it was in Princeton. Teachers just want lawmakers to think about the children and what they need.
And it's all about the kids. You can ask any of them. But, it's about our children, too. So, right's right and wrong's wrong. We're just asking for a fair piece of the pie.
As the protests wind down on day 1 and look ahead into day 2 and beyond, Rebecca Cochran simply wants one thing: to teach her students.
We want you to take care of these situations, and we want to go back to the classroom. So let us do that.
Here for you in Princeton and Bluefield, reporting for WVVA, I'm Ryan Dye.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, brother!
For a large segment of internet users, Jay and Ben Carlin, more affectionately known as the Super Carlin brothers, are a hidden treasure. The duo of brothers have amassed a YouTube following in excess of 1.5 million subscribers, all while being based in nearby Roanoke, Virginia.
Also pretty advantageous living in an area like Roanoke for YouTube, because our salary or our income is not based on where we live at all.
The origins of the channel were simple. Using a template he had found in another YouTube channel, Jay recruited his younger brother Ben to join him. After hundreds of uploads with mild success, the channel released a video titled The Pixar Theory. Soon after, views began to grow at an exponential rate.
And all of a sudden, it was just you would wake up the next day after hitting upload and it'd be 15,000 views, 20,000 views, 50,000 views. And it's like, what is happening?
While still working a normal job at a local concert venue, Jay can still remember the moment he decided to take the plunge into YouTube full-time.
Once we had switched, it was this is some pretty good extra spending money for the weekends.
Right.
And then it was I'm out earning my current salary. So, I quit.
As the Super Carlin Brother brand continues to grow, Jay and Ben know exactly what direction to go in next.
I guess the goal is to expand our workforce so that we can create more things.
Yes.
Reporting for the news feed, I'm Ryan Dye. Welcome to Pulaski, Virginia, where even the passing trains get into the Christmas spirit. The town held their annual Pulaski Aglow event and Christmas parade on Thursday night. For Siegfried Hill, it's a chance to spend some time with family.
It's another opportunity to get out and kind of get the whole family in the Christmas spirit.
The event features activities for those young and old, from the opportunity to meet Santa, decorate a Christmas cookie, or watch the downtown parade. There's a little something for everyone.
It's really nice because when my dad's at work, I don't see him much. And if it was all alone, then it'd be really boring.
Much like her father, Susan enjoys the time spent with family.
Everyone's hanging out together and just relaxing and having fun together.
Every family here tonight inside Jackson Park has a motivation for being here. For some, that motivation might be starting a brand new family tradition. But for others, like the Hills, that motivation may be carrying on the memory of a lost loved one.
Their grandparents lived here, and since even though they're gone, it's still we still consider it a tradition, and we feel it's important to continue that.
Organizers of the event told the crowd it was the culmination of nearly a year's worth of planning. While Susan is just a senior at Pulaski County High School, she's already thinking about continuing the family tradition.
It makes really good memories, and the atmosphere is really nice, so I'd want to let them experience it too.
From Pulaski, Virginia, I'm Ryan Dye. After a monumental win over Virginia on February the 5th, the Hokies men's basketball team now sets their sights towards the NCAA tournament. We're here in the Squires Community Center asking students how they feel about the Hokies' chances, as well as if they'll travel to the games if they're in a close region.
I think the Hokies have a great shot at making the ACC tournament. Unfortunately, the ACC is a pretty tough tournament competition to be in because a lot of great teams, but I think if they'll maybe go first couple rounds, I would totally go see them because Brooklyn's not that far. Maybe take a bus up during spring break. It'd be really fun.
I think the Hokies do have a chance of making it to the ACC if we play like we played against UVA at the away game, and if we played like we played against the UNC, the former champs. But unfortunately, I would not go to the ACC tournament this year because I'm already going somewhere for spring break. But I think it definitely would be a thing I'd hope for my senior year.
Yes, I think that the Hokies will make it to the tournament, and I would be really excited to go and see them play.
I don't know too much about the basketball team, but I know that their victory over UVA really got people really, really excited about it. My dad even called and was like, "You need to turn it on within the last 5 minutes," and so I turned it on, and so I think that would get a lot more people to go. Like if they did go far, I think they could go far. I mean, like they did just beat the second in the tournament. I don't know how it goes, but they did beat a really high-ranking team, and so I think that shows that they've improved a lot, and so I think the more they win, the more likely people would be to go. And I'd probably go if a bunch of my friends decided to go as well.
You know, at the beginning of the season, I had high hopes, but since we didn't come in ranked, I wasn't too sure. But after the course of the season, like big wins such as UVA, I think there's definitely hope. I think we just have to see how Clemson and Louisville go, and then we'll see from there. Of course, I have to go support my Hokies. I'm going to buy my ticket as soon as I know they're in it. I got it.
This year, I actually think they do. They're having a really good season this year. Well, I actually wasn't looking at them before I came here, but I've been keeping up with them this year. I would definitely go. Usually I'm rooting for UNC, but if my school could be there, oh yeah, I'm definitely going.
I think right now they're on pace to make the tournament. I mean, they have two big wins over UNC and UVA, and they're 7-6. So right now, as long as they don't slip up, I think that they will probably make the tournament. It depends. Probably not, but one of the regions that they could be in, I believe, is in Charlotte or somewhere around that area. So that would definitely make it very intriguing to consider going. But I would say, at this moment in time, probably not.
I think so. I don't really follow basketball, but I like Virginia Tech and I like the Hokies, so I hope they make it.
Yeah, so I think they're definitely going to make the tournament this year. Looking really strong. We've got the UVA upset, a few other ones. Some more coming down the line, too. Nikhil Alexander Walker's looking great. Chris Clark. The whole team's, I think, clicking really well. I would definitely go. I went last year in NYC. That was a quick trip, but this year is hopefully going to be a little bit longer.
Well, there you have it. As you can see, everybody is pretty excited about Virginia Tech's upcoming chances in basketball. Here in Squire Student Section, I'm Ryan Dye for the News Feed. As the town of Blacksburg prepares for their annual Christmas parade, students here at Virginia Tech have traded in their fleece for flip-flops.